Do you ever show up to the bowling center and someone's wearing the same outfit as you? Well, I'm not changing. I'm just gonna keep it. Today on this amazing ball review we're about to do. If you guys follow along with my socials, you know I'm a little bit tanner because I came back from a cruise that I went on without Nate. So it was just a little bit of me time and my friends. So I'm excited to be back with you guys, especially for this ball review. I literally jumped off the plane and we came over to the bowling center because I was like, I need to get this done for you guys. Because if you watch the channel and you've been around the channel, you know this year the NV Tour and the NV Tour Pearl were my favorite balls on tour and continue to still be my favorite. So a lot of the balls that I throw, I end up comparing to those two because they have thrown a lot of strikes for me. Without further ado, today we have the Pure Envy. Now, it's not quite the same as the NV Tour and the NV Tour Pearl, as it does have a higher diff and RG. It is going to give me a little bit more length and a little bit more pop off the back end. What I'm really excited about is we are gonna do this first look together. I have not thrown this one shot. I've warmed up a little bit with the NV Tour. I did go ahead and hit my NV Tour with a light 1500 because it had a lot of games on it. So I wanted to bring it closer to what this is actually on the actual surface of the bowling ball so we can give it a better look and see how different they are. Let's see. I'm gonna line up with NV Tour and then we'll get into this one. We are just bowling on a typical house shot here at Maple Lanes. That's pretty much all that ball ever does. That is my oldest one too, so this one has a lot of games on it. I wanted to throw this one because I do know the motion of this ball the best out of the other NV Tours that I've drilled. So this will give me a really good idea of how the Pure Envy is going to fit into my entire arsenal. Looks like we're already lined up, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Pure Envy in the same exact spot and see what happens. Okay, a little bit lighter tap on the 10 pin, which for me just tells me it is burning up a little bit sooner in that part of the lane. But what we're gonna do is we are going to stay in that same spot and see if I can continue to get the same ball motion or if I do flat 10. Okay, got that one a little bit further right. Okay. I like that because typically on a house shot with a bigger piece, even a hybrid, I do see my ball tend to burn up very quickly when I send it further to the friction, and it actually stored the energy and we got a pretty solid hit through the pins. They weren't joking when they said hammer balls hit hard because I literally ripped the pin to shreds. So get yourself a Pure Envy. All right, so I'm obviously liking that reaction. We're gonna go back to this and see if I still get the 10 out with this in the same spot. The 5 into the 7, that's just it. That's my hit. Okay, I did roll that a little bit more. Didn't quite give it the belly, but again, it still got to the pins and left me an easy spare. Next shot, I'm gonna throw a little bit better before I move. Okay, send that further right. She good. She good. It's honestly everything I expected from this ball. Anything with an Envy on it, y'all need to get them. Get every single Envy ball. Like, I'm not even joking. If I could just build an arsenal of all the Envy balls, I have and will continue to do so. So I do plan to make a video separate of this, but I have started to play a little bit with layouts and a couple pin downs, especially on the Envy series, because I have been throwing them a lot. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. They're very good complements to each other where they both fit into my arsenal, where if one is just a little bit too early, I can go to the pin down one. I'm excited to show you guys that video because I'm starting to actually now drill a lot of my balls more pin down because of what I've been seeing. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, so like that one shot that I 10 pinned, like I said, I deserved it. I rolled it a little bit more and kept it in. That's a perfect example of, you have to know if you actually threw a good shot, because some people might have moved off of that or thought that they deserved the strike. Would I have liked it? For sure, but I definitely did not deserve a strike on that. But I will take the 10 pin. What I liked about about that shot is I threw it a little bit slower, and typically for me on a house shot, the ball will burn up a little bit more and it'll kind of jerk in the middle part of the pattern before it even gets to the friction. It didn't quite do that. It did read a little bit earlier, but it still stayed on line and didn't get in front of the head pin. Shove. Okay, that one I got in and it just stayed in there and it dug. Yeah, I'm a happy girl. We all know why this is your favorite YouTube channel for bowling on the internet, and that right there is that, folks. I'm the queen of 8 pins. I don't care who says it. Y'all have seen it every video. That was a good shot. And for those of you who are like, if you had more hand, you would have, that was not an 8-10. That was a solid 8. There's a difference. Go check out your shit on the internet. They're not the same thing. If you've made it to this point and I can 8-pin twice in a row, y'all need to donate $100 to the channel right here. We don't do any like editing the video of only strikes. Y'all know that. So I 8-pin right here. You guys all owe us $100. That has a chance.
I don't think that's gonna 8-10.
I'm not gonna lie, off my hand, I was like, that has a chance.
Yeah, it has a chance to strike.
Yeah, y'all, 258. I will say I'm pleasantly pleased with myself. I threw it really good today. I first came back, I'm actually really happy, other than the regional, but it's been another like week since I bowled. I'd say A+ on my actual delivery today, so you guys got the best of me, but we all know the ball makes the bowler look better. Before I give my final thoughts, we're gonna move a couple boards left and see how deep I can get. Again, I'm the only one who's bowled on this. This is the first game, so this is still a very fresh house shot, but we're gonna see how far left I can actually get with this. I am going to move 5 at a time. All right. I'm gonna need 3 more of these sent to my doorstep by tomorrow. Wow, dang. Can you imagine? My tour envy is gonna hate to see this ball coming, because this might be the first ball in my bag now. I'm not gonna lie. I love more of a hybrid bowling ball. All right, so I stood on 25. Now I'm gonna stand on 30. All right. That's a good sign. I moved about 15 boards and I'm still getting to the pocket with me being the only one throwing 10 shots on it. I don't have a high enough rev rate to make that work right now. Obviously, if I threw a little bit slower, I could probably get there, but as you can see, if I can strike anywhere from 15 boards right at that, I'm A-okay, because that gives me more than half the lane. And let's do one more thing. I'm gonna get on the right side of 20 and see how quickly it picks up in the front. So for this, with my speed and everything, I am going to try to roll it a little bit more from here so it doesn't read as early. There we go. Okay, so let's go another one. Let's see how close we can get to the friction. That was really good, as you can see. You have to roll it a little bit more. So as you can see, this ball is very versatile. I can 100% tell you that this ball will work for multiple styles, especially for me where I can get on top of the friction and my ball didn't overhook. That's really good. That means I will be able to stay in this ball longer when I am bowling with this ball. All right, I'm gonna go 10 with my feet and see what happens. Still actually not too bad. It didn't quite take off as quick as I thought it would, but as you can see, if you had either higher speed or lower rev rate with a higher speed, or you spin a little bit more through the fronts, it will still push a little bit and you can play closer to the friction. Although I was prepared to come on here and say that I was going to like this ball because it had the word envy in it, I'm ecstatic to say that I love this ball and it might actually be one of my favorites so far that I've thrown in a very long time. And I'm excited to see how it works on different patterns. You guys know I like to test it before I really say how much I really love a ball, but just seeing how it is for me on a house shot can tell me a lot about how it's gonna work for me on different patterns. And the fact that I can see it transitioning in the right part of the lane where I like to see it in multiple different parts of the lane, that just tells me this ball is going to be better for a variety of different styles, which is great, especially for all of you who are looking for a new league ball or something to fit in an arsenal for tournaments that you are bowling. This ball could definitely be one of those if you're looking for a hybrid ball, or if you're just a fan of the NV line like I am, definitely go get your pure NV as soon as you can at your local pro shop. Thank you to Brunswick and Maple Lanes for always giving us the opportunity to showcase all of this to you guys. And I hope to see you guys on the next video.